Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. For today's speed build I wanted to make a cute smaller home here in Oasis Springs, and before we talk about this build today I just want to talk about the new pack again, the high school years expansion pack. Yesterday I watched a full video going through all of the different build and buy items for it, and I am so excited about all the beds and the chairs, and there's some cute tables and wall decor, and I just can't wait. It's only a week and a half away, but I wish it was here now, or I wish it was this week, but it'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth the wait. And it does stink that it's been so long since we've gotten an expansion pack before this. It's been a whole entire year, but at least I think it'll be worth the wait. It looks like there's going to be plenty of stuff to do and a lot to customize your rooms with, and I'm just blown away by it. So I was freaking out. I was watching it with my boyfriend, and I every 2 seconds I was like, oh my god, look at that, oh my god, look at that, and it just went on and on throughout the whole 40-minute video. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But anyway, back into the build. So yeah, I wanted to build a smaller home here, and this home is a 2-bed, 1-bath, but I did decide to use the second room as an office space. The main room is definitely a little bit bigger. It's in the front of the house, and then the other one's in the back, and it's probably big enough for a child's bedroom. Otherwise, if you had 2 people, 2 adults living here, a teen or something, it would just have to have a single bed for sure. So yeah, right now it's as an office space, and it has a desk and some shelves and stuff in there, but definitely a single bed would fit in there if you wanted to make it into a bedroom and have an actual full 2-bed, 1-bath house. And on the outside there, I just ended up putting a couple different wallpapers. One's just a plain kind of light whiter. I think it's white in this space here in Oasis Springs. The lighting is a little more, it makes things look a little bit warmer, I guess. So I think it's kind of more just a white plain wall, and then I added those kind of slats on that inner part, and now I'm just kind of figuring out a door, and I put some placement furniture in there. That's not the stuff I'm going to keep, just to kind of make sure that things were fitting how I wanted to, and if I wanted to put the door on this side area where I do end up keeping it, or if I wanted to put it straight on from when you walk up the stairs. So yeah, and I like that in the front here I ended up putting those wooden pieces from Eco Lifestyle. I almost thought about putting them across that whole area right there on that wall, that half wall, but I think just that one spot in the front looks really cute. So, and then I go in with this kind of more modern door, and I think I just leave it in this wooden kind of color, and yeah, and then I'm trying to find some windows to go on the front. I really like just these modern 3 window pieces. I think that they look really nice on this house. I didn't want anything. I wanted things to look kind of just clean cut on the outside, so I ended up going with quite a few of those, and I put in a couple smaller windows here since that'll be where the kitchen is, and I always like to try and fit in a couple of these or some window that fits in there when I build a kitchen, because I think it would be nice to, when you stand at the sink or something, just be able to see through outside, and yeah. And I put another small one there where the bathroom's going to go as well. And I think I ended up switching kind of where it is on that wall so I could fit in a shower. Otherwise I put the sink over there. I can't really remember right now. And then I kind of skipped this part because it took me a very long time to figure out what kind of plants I wanted in this front little planter kind of type thing that I made. And so I skipped through a little bit of that, but I ended up putting a couple of the cactus plants in there, and then just some lavender, and yeah, I think it ends up looking really cute. I don't do this very often, but I feel I might start doing it a lot more because I'm not the best at landscaping in general, so I feel this kind of gives me a defined space to put plants, and I can be kind of creative in that little box, but I've been trying to practice doing landscape just right on the ground, and I've seen a couple videos. I don't remember whose video it was or anything, but it was probably on TikTok. Otherwise, it was definitely a YouTube video of placing a couple rocks down apart from each other, and then trying to connect them with plants and stuff. And that's kind of a good way to, you can go do that around a few spots on the ground, and if you connect them, then you kind of can have plants together in a way that looks nice. And it kind of worked for me once, but I'll have to definitely keep practicing And I definitely want to practice using the terrain tool as well, because I think it would be really fun to make houses that, like, I see houses out and about, and I also see a lot, like, if I'm looking on Pinterest for inspiration and stuff, where you kind of go up and the garage is on, like, the ground level, and then you have to go up some stairs to go up the house, and it's on a little bit of a hill, kind of, and the terrain tool would definitely be able to help me achieve that, but I am not very good at using it right now, so I'll have to practice that, and hopefully soon I'll get better at it. But yeah, so right now I'm adding in a couple of the trees. I just used some that looked like some of the surrounding ones here in Oasis Springs, so it kind of went together, but I did end up just putting down this kind of like stone-looking flooring along the whole lot size, and I think it ends up looking really cute. I put in like a backyard and stuff with a pool eventually here, and I don't know, I just feel like it fit the space really nicely here, so yeah, now I'm just going and putting in a couple different little plants here by these trees. And I don't know if I do this now or later, but I do end up putting a couple lights in too. I'll put like one in each little like box and stuff like that. And here was another thing where it took me forever to figure out like a fence and then a gate, because I feel like the gates, they're either, yeah, like really tiny the way I just put there, or they just, I don't know, like this one matches perfectly with those corner like edges of the fence, but I just felt like it didn't fit the vibe very much, so I ended up just leaving a space open right there with no fence, and that's kind of the doorway for it. And yeah, I go in and add in a different colored fence here. It's the same one, but it's a little bit of a lighter color, and I feel like it fits the house better, so I had deleted that tree that was back here and I ended up putting it in this corner, and I feel like it fits cute back here, and as the backyard like kind of comes together and stuff, I really like how it ends up. So now I'm just trying to figure out some different plants that I want in this one. I didn't want to just add in a couple like I did with the smaller like rectangular boxes that I did around like the one in the front. So yeah, I ended up just kind of filling it up with a few rocks and a few plants, and I like the way that it ends up looking. So I'm just finishing that up, and then I believe I put down some terrain paint again to kind of add some dirt under there and make it look a little bit more realistic, I guess, and then I'll be moving into the house to start furnishing. And so I'll be taking out that old furniture. Oh, I guess I already did. I probably cut that piece out, but I took out the other furniture, and I'll be putting in some new stuff, but right now I'm just figuring out walls and flooring, and then I believe I do the kitchen first. So I kind of went with this like lighter kind of beige color in here. I think it looks really nice in this space, and I know I end up kind of going with a little bit more colorful furniture. I use pretty basic like kitchen counters and stuff, but you'll see kind of when I start to decide that I want to add in some color into this space. So I do really like the way that these island living counters looked in here, but I know I end up changing them, of course, to the Dream Home Decorator cabinets, because they're just like my all-time favorite ones. And I do also end up switching the way that the kitchen's laid out. I swap the stove and the fridge here. So, and then I am going to try and figure out the upper cabinets, and I struggled with it a little bit because I kind of wanted them to have like a corner piece like a lot would, but anytime I tried to put like any of the different ones in, I would get like really weird lighting in that spot. So I'm going to be doing that now, and I'm going in with these Dream Home Decorator top cabinets, and then I kind of end up switching the bottom ones to match those. But yeah, you'll see that corner piece, it looks gray, and the lighting on it is just really weird. So I decided to just put all of these small ones all the way around eventually, and it obviously, like in the corner, it kind of looks a little weird because there's two that are intersecting, but I think it worked best for the space, and then I didn't get that weird lighting in the corner piece like that. So I'm really disappointed that that's how that worked out, because I really like the way that that corner piece looked, and I like that in these Dream Home Decorator ones, it's like an actual corner that kind of goes all the way to the wall and then to the other side, because the other ones, they'll kind of go out and have like a little diagonal piece on the front, but I made it work and I like the way it ends up looking. So right now I'm just trying to find a rug, and I don't end up keeping that one. I kind of wanted to try and play around with a little color for like the rug first, but I just didn't end up liking the way that one was, so I'll add in like a table and stuff here, and then eventually I'll figure out that, I think it's right after this, that I wanted to start adding in some color, and I kind of go with like oranges and some like kind of like an orangey like peach color to me. So I add in this table and decided to try these chairs, and I just loved the way they looked, so I end up changing the color of the couch too, and it has a swatch that almost matches like identical to these chairs, so it ends up looking super cute, I think, in the space. But and I end up putting in this other kind of more lighter like wood table, and I think it looked a lot nicer than the white one. So yeah, and I end up putting in a longer this one right here, this longer eco lifestyle kind of, it kind of looks like something you would have in your entryway to me, like a bench. So I kind of wanted to call it that, but I guess it's like I guess it could be. I don't actually know what the name of it is, but I use that as a TV stand. So now I'm just changing those cabinets, and I think I go with the lighter wood color, and it'll kind of match that table that I have, the dining table, so I think it matches really nicely. And yeah, I just really like the way that the couch looks alongside those chairs. And if you watched my last speed build, the one of the studio apartment, I actually used that same rug from there, but I felt like the orange really matched that orangish pink color that's in the rug there, and I kind of use that too, and use some more blues and stuff in places. And soon here you'll notice too that I kind of have to jump ahead, and I have a few things that I had already decorated and stuff, because I actually had to shut down my computer while I was like making the second part of this, because I did it in a couple parts, and it froze on me while I was doing it. So my file saved, but it was in fact corrupt, so I end up doing a bit of the decorating and stuff off camera, unfortunately. Yeah, anyway, now I'm just in the bedroom area, and I do believe I end up changing that bed to the blue swatch from this same bed, but I end up going with the side tables from Tiny Living, and they're wood, but on the sides you'll notice they have a little bit of that orange color, and I thought it kind of tied the bedroom into the orangey color that I used out in the living and the dining space. And I felt like too, on the blue swatch of this, the like wood on parts of the bed, that it matched the wood color on those side tables better, so I ended up going with that. And I believe I keep that yellow rug in here, but yeah, now I'm on to the desk space, and here I think you only see me put in the desk and the chair, but you don't get to see me decorate the rest of it, because that portion was filmed on the section that I did that I ended up having to delete, or I did the video, it didn't come through, so that's unfortunate, but you'll see it later on. And I do believe that I put in a couple pieces of like the countertops that I have. I don't know if I use the same swatch, but I use I think those same countertops in the desk area, and behind it I put two of those in the middle, and then on each other side I put some Dream Home Decorator modular pieces on each side, so that it's a full wall of stuff, and it has some crafty things and stuff in there. So I don't know if you'll actually be able to see that in the screenshots. I think I might have just taken one of the part that, or like facing the desk, so but you'll get to see the computer and other decor that I put on that side at the end there. So and then I'm just putting a couple more things here in the bedroom. I wanted to add a couple wall lights here, and I think I changed them to more like the white swatch, and then I put a couple pieces of decor on each side table. And I know on the one I tried to put, or I wanted to put this, the open like journal that you can write in, and I couldn't remember what it's called, but I don't think it ended up taking me too long to find it, so that was good. But it's hard, because like I can think that I know what something's called, and then I go and I search for it, and like one thing comes up, or other things like it come up, but not the one thing that I want. So but I just thought it looked cute, like an open book on that side, and it was kind of like that blue color, so it matched with the bed. And then I'm just gonna try and, I think, decorate some of the rest of the house before I go to the outside. And yeah, because a lot of the decorating again was on that one part of the video, but you'll get to see all of it in the screenshots at the end, so that's okay. And I know when I was decorating it took me a little bit to figure out what I wanted, so it's probably okay anyway that I didn't end up getting to keep that file, so this video didn't end up being too long. But and then I think out here I was thinking about putting like a runner right here, but then nothing really looked that right to me, so I just ended up putting a few plants in the corner, and I don't remember if I keep those or not anyway, but I also have been liking to put my mailboxes by the door instead of having like the regular mailbox like stands out in like the yard or anywhere in the front of the house. I just feel like it looks a lot nicer. So and now I'm just putting in some lighting around the house for at night, and then I'll move on into the backyard and start adding in some stuff back here. I ended up putting, I wanted to put a pool in, and at first I like kind of didn't really know where I was going to have it or how big I was going to want it, because it's not like the biggest backyard, but it's also not like tiny either. So then I had the idea to kind of make it around this little plant box kind of type thing where the tree is, and I actually think that looks really cool. I think it would be nice to have that like right there, some greenery and stuff in one of the trees like right over the pool. And so yeah, I really ended up liking what I came up with there. And then I'm just adding in a couple of loungers out here, and I think those ones are super cute. I think they're from Eco Lifestyle. But yeah, and then I'm gonna add in just a couple pieces of like outdoor countertops out here, as well as this grill. And I know I ended up putting in like a table with chairs and stuff too. And yeah, I just really like the way overall this like backyard looks. And I guess maybe you wouldn't want to call it a backyard because there's no like grass and stuff. I think yard, I think grass, but this back patio maybe, I just think it looks really cute, and it's like a nice little space where it's still cozy and stuff, but you can definitely like host back here. And I think the thing I put in with the chairs is one of the tables with an umbrella attached to it, and so you can have a few friends back here and like grill some stuff and swim and all that stuff. So I just think it's a really nice little space back here. But yeah, I don't know, I was really proud of this one. I feel like you know, every time I build I'm definitely getting better and being able to like make a space the way that I wanted to, because kind of when I first started I you know, was just getting used to all the items and all the tools and everything, and I feel like since I've gotten a little bit more used to that stuff, I have gotten to make my spaces the way that I want to and not start and then kind of just feel lost. So, and I definitely have like a long way to go, but I'm really happy with the way that things have been going. So now I'm just adding in, there are those little light strips from the, was it Tiny Campers, Little Campers kit? Or stuff pack, whatever it was. Anyway, they're those little lights, and I just end up raising them up and stringing them along to meet each of these posts here, because I tried out a couple of the other ones that we have that are already on a post, and then you can just like add one to the other end, but I felt like they didn't fit along these longer walls very much, so I ended up going with those, and I think they look cute anyway to have smaller ones, because I feel like in real life you would probably have smaller ones like that. And I mean, there's a lot of different like waves in there, but I still think it looks really cute. So yeah, and now I'm just gonna add in another tree here up front. I felt like that spot was looking a little bare, so I kind of tried to add in a different tree, but I don't know, I just feel like these kind of like palm tree looking things, they look a lot better in this space. So, and then I added in those other plants that I added into the other ones and a light, and I think that's just about it for this video, so I'm going to leave it right here, and I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.